Cool. We are back. All right. How is the sound quality right now? Okay, it's a little shit. Let's see if this noise gate helps. Ah, is this going to do anything? Yeah, that seems much better. Okay, so um, interesting. Okay, is this audible? Okay, I guess that's pretty cool. And how is this now? Nice. So we can't hear me typing at all. Oh, we can. Shit. It's just bad. Anyway, we did a big refactor. And in that broke some stuff. So for some reason, the battle maps, although it does appear like they exist, although so I'm pretty sure it's because my battle map type, this battle area isn't being set. And I have all my different battle maps. Like this one. So what's the default here, eh? Why is it giving to me like this? I'm exporting a battle area. It is a battle area, which is an enum, but it's giving it to me as an int, which just seems wrong. But if I default it, maybe. Ah, okay, now it's getting it to me. Excellent. So there's my mock map. Now, if I go to my runes map, there we go, runes. Now maybe it loads. Actually, controllers are nodes. So let me go through my different controllers. That will bite me in the ass eventually. But that is okay. Really need to be node 2Ds. They're just literally controllers. Okay, so anyway, we are we are trying to fix this map loading issue. Okay, why can't okay, maybe battle area just exists on the battle map, even though it's technically data. The controller itself shouldn't have to be aware of what map is being acted on. That makes sense to me. So we'll put battle area from the controller into the component. Cool. And let's do a search for that to make sure we didn't miss anything. It looks like the controller is still using that. What's it using it for? Setting up. True. Okay. Okay. Battle area, cool. And then finally, the battle controller itself. When setting up the battle map controller, needs to know what map to set up. Cool. Okay, so that issue should be taken care of, maybe? No, because we still need to go into the maps and okay, well that one is set, ruins, obviously, and then the battle map defaults. Okay, it's mock. So like I guess I can debug that. I'll use the debugger. So I'm gonna put it in here actually. I know this seems weird, but okay, it looks like this isn't even looping. Like find isn't working. Oh my god, did I? I'm so stupid. Okay, anyway, find doesn't work how I thought. There's probably another kind of find. Yeah, find custom. That's probably what I wanted this whole time. Wow, wow, wow. Dum, dum, dum. It was looking for an exact match, and so I was trying to find in my list of scenes a function, and that just makes no sense. So this should actually give us an area index now. No. Oh. And even if I did, it would have never worked because it wasn't returning. Yeah, and yeah, that's not what I want. I want to know the first. Yeah, return true. So I was never even returning true. Wow. I'm still not. What the hell? Oh, because it's still a packed scene. It's not the map itself. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna loop over these because my debugger isn't. I'm just gonna stop using these kinds of things. Iterators seem to just be a pain in Godot script, honestly. Just do this for now so I can debug it. Oh, there you go. Okay. So you have to instantiate it. Is that heavy? How much does it cost to instantiate a scene? Especially if I don't add it to a tree. Okay, so all of this stuff gets instantiated. Because that's pretty, like, that's way too heavy just to get a value off of it. Can I just, like, file mouse B? Because I don't want it to be the packed scene. So, like, okay, so I guess if we're going to store things, Make a folder. This folder will contain data, battle map, resources. Well, just got resources. And we'll make a new script. It will be called battle map data. And that actually extends resource. It's class name battle map data. Okay, now I can create a new resource from battle map data. And it will be called runes. On runes, we'll have runes area. The scene will drag in, which is the runes map. And display name, we'll just call it runes. Cool. Then, inside of battle map itself, battle map controller, instead of exporting battle maps, resources, I guess. And here, you can delete these, and this becomes, instead of an array of fact scene, it becomes battle map data. And yep, perfect. Then you can add an element and drag in this new runes. It's not a packed scene. So there's something, it's still like, this is cached. So maybe if I change it from being equal to something, or perhaps because it's not compiling yet, it won't refresh this. So I don't want an array of packed scene here. I really want this in the battle map controller to be an array of battle map data, but it's stuck. Yes, sir. Jin sup. Sup, Jin. But yeah, I am doing a big refactor into turning main like logic into controllers, and then all the UI will be separated. And at the beginning of this project, I really tried to separate data from the scenes. But like for my player, I have the player model. So that's stuff like a mage. So let me show you that. Mage.tres. So mage has stuff like what class it is, how much health it will start with, how much damage it does, just everything that's related to a character. Even what kind of frames, like when it's moving, when it's walking. Just really all I have right now. But so then I have this concept of an overworld player. Because this is like what will get instantiated from that player. And then I have this concept of a battle player, which has an overworld player. And it's like, this was meant to be the actual battle state itself. But I guess I would just got tired of making more and more abstractions on the same thing. So this was going to be like things that could be updated, like how much resource you start with, um, what your current flow like energy is, and so on. They're like, are they hierarchical? Like, yes, the at the highest level it's pure data. At the player level, this stuff will never change. Oh god, this stuff needs to change. But yeah, then the overworld player is stuff that is variable throughout a game. So the amount of gold you have, um, even your current health, because your overworld and your in-game health are the same. And then battle player is the real current state, like game state. But this should really be like a battle player controller. It has all the state, and then the battle player itself is just, I don't know if it should be a controller. But the state of the player should be separate from the actual scene. But it extends a battle tile unit, which is the sprite. Okay, let's see if I can find where this gets added. So when the map is set up, I guess the battle controller is creating these battle players and sticking them in. I don't know, there's a lot of... oh, God. It's all fucked up. All right. Okay, so I was trying to figure out... Oh yeah, why on my battle map controller it's an array of packed scenes still, even though I'm exporting an array of battle map data. So maybe if I force it, runes.ts. Why is this not autofilling for me? It's like I didn't save this or something. No, I did though, because it's in the hierarchy. Source. scenes, battle, map, resources. Oh, okay, how about now? Will you not be a pack scene? No. Did I even change the name to battle map resources? Because this still is not well. Haha, that is why. Okay, cool. We're fixed. Now we can finally drag in the runes to res. Sweet. And we will want the mock battle from. So mock, and drag in just the base TSCM, the base battle map. So here's the mock map. Oh shit. And that was in the battle controller. No, sorry, the battle map controller. Okay. Runes. No. Mock. Oh, right. That's what needed the battle map. Okay, here we are. Cool. So now that I have these resources, I can actually loop over them and check the type now. And the type, I can remove also from here now the battle area from the map itself. Yeah, so this doesn't need to be there anymore. Okay. Now let's loop over our resources. We know what a map is. And a map will have a scene. And if we do not find it, then we probably want to do a little error. So I think I had an error before. I'll just go back until it's there and Control Z. Yeah. And we can just assert. Couldn't find a map because we went through all the maps. And because it doesn't know that this Godot script can be kind of shit sometimes. So I'll just have to return after it. But this code is never reachable because it's asserting false. Just a little quirk of the language. What is a map? Do you mean like a battle space or like the data structure? Yeah. So it's not the data structure. In this case, a battle map. I know it's super annoying. In this case, I mean battle map. So I could be a little more explicit here. Oh. It's actually cur battle map data dot battle area, right? Or what does this have on it again? This area. Okay. So a battle map is this thing. It has all the tiles. It has the objects themselves on this. It's basically responsible for rendering out what is interactable with via game characters. And then because I did this in a stupid way, I have like these different scenes that are meant to just be kind of Z indexes. And then this is responsible for rendering things either in front or behind of other things. That's basically what I have all these other like indicator unit, and you can see that they have specific types of tiles that can be on those squares. And then, yeah, I don't know, it's definitely a little hacky here. An indicator in front of object doesn't have these because it just grabs them from here. And then unit movement manager and unit animation manager are going to be responsible for moving the character. This one might actually be used. No, it's not. How about unit movement? Yeah, so unit movement manager actually is moved or used by the battle map. So battle map uses unit animation manager to move. This is the function to move any unit along a path. Okay, so does this work now? This shouldn't error anymore. This should actually be hit. Oh my god, it still can't. Okay, because my battle map controller doesn't have these set. Oh. I thought I did set them. That is weird. Maybe I changed something and accidentally deleted it. I don't know. I'll put them back in. Just gonna click through these to see if I put them somewhere else. I don't know where else I could have put them, honestly. Okay, so now it should work. Now this breakpoint should be hit instead of the assert false. Aha! We're past that error. We're one step closer to compilation. I mean, not compilation, but not runtiming. Get index -1. So player spawn tiles is actually empty somehow. So I'm trying to get player spawn tiles from which map exactly? From the mock battle map. So it is actually possible that I didn't set up any player spawn tiles because I changed how I did that. I made it so to mark a tile where a player can spawn, it is on the tiles themselves. Like, if you see this custom data. So yeah, I have, like, this is how I've done rendering. Like, I say it's behind an object, a tile's behind an object. So if you step on this, then you render behind objects. So this is unit behind object. And see, its terrain object is here. So anything that is on this layer, and also because of how I set up the Z indices, see Z index 10, anything here will spawn below this, or be rendered below. We're going to see Z index is 20 for the terrain object. So it will definitely, we have like 10 Z's that we can move before we'll appear above terrain objects. This is not, anyway, I don't need to keep saying, obviously I'm refactoring for a reason. Yeah, Z index is integer. And it's just anything with the Z of, that's a higher will render above. And it also renders top to bottom on your scene tree. So like this will likely have the same Z index as those other ones. Okay, well this has 0, so that kind of makes sense. But then Z index for indicator behind object is 10. Z index for target behind object is 10, and unit behind object is 10. So unit behind object will render above target behind object, which will render above indicator behind object. Okay, so I am pretty sure that my base battle map, the terrain floor, I don't have a single player spawn tile. So I will make a new tile set, add tile. No, never mind. I will find a new black tile to drop here. So this is black 41. Yes, make an atlas. And then this is, you want to rename this. The name will be player spawn. And so I select, right, how do you do this? Okay, 41. Because I have to get this like spaced effect on my tile map, I had to make them 41 by 41. And then on the actual tile set itself, they're 42 by 42. So this color rect, I don't know, I can show you that the tile effect is actually because there's this colored rectangle below it, and then they're just spaced apart because they're trying to fit into a 42 by 42 square, but they're actually 41 by 41. So it makes this nice tile effect. I think there's a way that I made it so that they were spaced. But I think there's something I set somewhere. Yeah. See, this is when I hide the terrain floor, it just becomes that color that's actually between the squares. Okay. So I've created this player spawn tile. It's just black 41. Like it's not anything special. It's just a place you can walk on. So let's see what I gave to this one for the custom data. It's a floor type, a height of 0. It's walkable. It doesn't block sight. It's not behind an object, and not everything can spawn. Nothing can spawn on these tiles. Okay, so I'll do that too. Terrain, it's a floor type, but it is a player spawn. And I'm going to drag another one over here for enemy spawn. Okay, so this type of tile is an enemy spawn. This type of tile is a player spawn. Perfect. So now I can actually use these. So you see, if I put this over here, my player could spawn here. So I'm just going to overwrite someplace that's on just the regular walkable tiles with my new player spawn tile. Player spawn, click. Yep, see, it's going to draw, and it'll be able to spawn here. I'll put a few tiles so that I can pick randomly. And then enemy spawn, you can spawn. Enemy spawn will click. Okay, cool. Enemies can spawn in any of these tiles, why not? Okay, we're exploding again. Player spawn tiles. But I thought Maybe I didn't like initialize this. Oh, that will do it. I think actually. No, I probably just want to go in here and look at what self.coordinate to tile is. Perhaps I broke something with that. Yeah. So coordinate to tile isn't even initialized yet. And that happens down here and ready. Does this get ran then? Let's see. Okay, so this is running. And this is on the battle map. My coordinate to tile. So self.coordinate to tile is populated. Yeah, it's 31 pages of tiles. And then it immediately says it doesn't exist. Oh, why is this being called again? What is it this time? Oh, it's populated again. But then here, this battle map actually. Okay, so what it seems like is I have two battle maps being created. Okay, let's step through this. Let's see, when does that uh, first battle get created? Battle map, sorry. So this battle map is actually being created before that breakpoint in my test. So before anything, the battle maps are being initialized, which doesn't really make sense. Like I don't have any children here. Like how can ready be possibly be right? Like it almost feels like that's the wrong thing is running. But I can see that it's my main scene, and yeah, it's happening again. How is it possible for this scene to be being added to the tree? So what do I know? I know that a battle map controller has a battle map. Does anything else have a battle map? Okay, maybe I'll check if it's both get and it. So what is this? Oh, you know what it probably is? Because battle controller is an auto load, that's probably what's happening. And what else is an auto load? Battle controller? Okay, that's totally it. So battle controller gets auto loaded, loads battle map controller, which loads a battle map, and it does it twice. So I think a battle map and a battle map controller do not live as a hierarchy. It's more like there should be children. I mean, siblings. I suppose it's possible. I guess the question is, should controllers of scenes be auto loaded and also have the scene they control as children? Weird things occur. Okay, so it seems like a battle map should have a controller and not the other way around. So I'm going to remove this. And the zoom controller, these will go onto the battle map. Okay, so then what I was doing with those resources, battle map. Um, maybe it's fine. Just this thing shouldn't be auto-loaded. Yeah, this is a fine pattern. It's just the issue is the auto-loading. Change it back after changing it back after changing it back. Okay. Okay, but then how do I do static stuff? Like, how does my battle map, which is a scene, ask for state about the main battle controller's state? Is this even, is this even where this should be? Okay, so I should move this up and input into the battle controller? Okay, I'll pass that down then. And then this will just be handle input. It doesn't need to be able to do that. And I have a, I'll just make a public thing for this now. Sometimes target files. Let's just send cell hide target task. Then battle controller has input. This needs to handle input now. Okay, I got it. Okay, all the state needs to get passed down on a init. So where's this getting? Right here. This needs both self and self battle map. What knows about the battle map? Right here. So this will be the battle map controller. Self battle. Okay, I can just init them. That's fine. Side of setup. And controller doesn't really get set up. It can have an init. That's fine. Then I can just do .new. Self battle map controller. This guy will now take an init. I'll share both of these. So it's a battle controller and a battle map controller. And then we have these. And I guess these are all self. Okay. Cool. That is taken care of. And HUD controller, yeah, I'll just make controllers, battle, not controller. And we want a HUD controller. And this, yeah, it's an init now instead of setup. Fair enough. 324. How do I control right now? We have setup. So it's actually in it. It's controller document. And I don't know why it awaits. Maybe something with the HUD. Oh, here it is. For some reason, settings party awaits, ensuring ready. I see. So it's not really async. It's just making sure that children's adding are ready. Cool. I know it's not going to run, but let's see where the next errors to fix are. Who are you? Battle map input handler. So I guess the answer is that the battle map input handler really should have no idea about the state in the battle controller. So I give this a battle controller. Now we pass in battle controller. Fine. Yeah, this is doing way too much. Okay. So I can just do battle controller dot handle battle tile clicked. And that's done. And all this shit can go into the battle controller under handle battle tile clicked. Yeah, maybe I don't need a battle controller, I need a battle map controller. Okay. And then handle. Now it's these three methods. And these were in the battle controller to that one. There's handle battle tab equipped. Cool. And this is to come. Okay, fine, set up, because these are technically nodes. They will get init by ready. But okay, yeah, they're not auto load, so it's fine. That was the issue. So this is battle controller. So I could just do like, instead of that, just go battle map controller. That's set up. And I don't actually need to assign it. But I guess I can. And I can make setup return self. Just so I can assign it. Why not? Battle controller input handler. Yeah, this is fine. This isn't a node. What else does this want? It wants a battle map controller. Who am I in? What calls battle map dot setup? Oh, okay. So I can just pass south through. I really want. And then inside of setup, I can cool. This is generally for auto attack. Just put these in as placeholders for now. They seem okay. So we had this handle hovered previously. That's what was. What was this? Show new intent. I'll check the commit history. What the hell? Okay, I see now. So this show new intent. I really think it's self.show new intent, not. Just this, I think. Except you already hit indicators. We're showing target tiles. So showing new intent. Doesn't really exist. So we're already showing target tiles. Yeah, I guess so. All right, excellent. That does not exist. How long can one person refactor for before they go crazy? So this handle hovered in battle map. Well, that is just everything that was in the battle map controller. This this is pretty interesting. This should probably be within card select mode. And so that means it should probably be in here, actually. Because we're both showing the target tiles and showing the AoE tiles. And then for auto attack, we'll show, instead of like that nice blue hover, we will show like a red hover or some like a sword in the tile. And for movement, it could be like a little wing or something. I don't know. Yeah, good question. Maybe I have to be realistic and be like, I I can reasonably spend a week on this refactor and not think that like I'm gonna be done today. If I think that I'll be done soon, it's gonna be so painful. Okay, so am I calling this? Yes. Handle battle tile clicked, goes to the controller. Oh man, this makes so much more sense. Battle map input handler sends off input into the controller. This is what I was trying to stop originally. Pulling off the intent map from the battle controller. Yeah, that becomes handle movement tile clicked. Cool. Actually, sorry. That one will still exist. We don't have auto attacks implemented yet. This is maybe I did. Shit. Can't remember. No, I think I did that actually. Huh. That's funny. Okay. We already know players not null. We probably know tiles not null. Let's be honest here. Yeah, obviously. And the battle map to be null. That's just. I'd rather a runtime error than just return to not hide anything. At least sometimes. Yeah, like this, it's not being set. It's something horrible is happening. What I need to do is make a little website such that people in the stream can like add music to a queue, kind of like watch together. But then we can all like listen to music without having to stream it. Seems like a pretty simple app to vibe code up. Could probably even host it for free. Yeah, exactly. Get around copyright. Yesterday, I listened to royalty-free music for 6 hours, and I wasn't even like outputting it into the stream, and I didn't notice. So I listened to like the worst music for 6 hours. For nothing. Yeah, for real. Like, yeah, I think what I do now is drag in a battle controller into my test scene. Where are you, battle controller? There you are. Did I show editable children? Yeah, it shows everything. So it will go ready. Does ready do anything silly? I don't have it ready. Perfect. That means I can just await my battle controller dot setup, and I can just yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe I do want a variable so I can act on it. It's like a result. Oh, this seemed to have been doing nothing because I was removing it. Cool. All right. Let's see if this will run. It's a breakpoint. Oh yeah. And about the same thing again because I'm adding it to the scene and it is going through ready. So what this tells me is things that actually do calculations should not be done in ready. So yeah, I'll just remove ready from the battle map for now because I will set it up. We can just like rename this to something. This is like cache tile maps or something. Loss. I can go back here. Yeah, nice. Now we're in the battle test first before loading that shit. Okay, so battle controller.setup is expecting something other than what I'm passing. Uh, int players as a room. So apparently this O player is not an overworld player. No, it is. 4 is an int. Array of overworld player. It seems like this thinks it's an untype. It can't infer the type, so that should do it. Something must have changed between Godot 4.6 and 4.7 that stopped that. Okay, HUD controller is no. Battle map controller. Yeah, HUD controller. So I'm trying to add cards to the deck, singing. Maybe the HUD controller on a knit should loop the cards. I don't really know why this is putting stuff into the deck scene already. Yeah, the battle controller should not be adding things to the HUD. I need a battle card, but I could just do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, now my HUD controller under setup, it needs to take the player. We're doing a knit. But this is actually set up. So this is like a add player cards to deck. Cool. And then this just needs to get called. This battle controller. So how do I get the HUD controller? It is just HUD controller. Beautiful. And this is setup. Actually, not in it. Let me use this. the hell is this card base? Who the hell are you, man? So it looks like Ready was not played called for this yet. However, it was previously. Because part of setup players was adding it. So because it hasn't been added to a scene, Final Practice setup doesn't make any sense. So this is where the modeling between the UI and the model has fucked me again. Is it possible to reconcile this currently without separating them? I kind of doubt it. Well, maybe that's a problem for another day. Unless I just want to put it onto something. Ugh, I'll figure this out later. I'm going to stop for now. Thank you for tuning in. I will figure out a music thing as well for next time. Let's see.